What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life.
And Katie, I'm here too. I realized I had to talk.
Yeah, welcome on board. We are about to go into a ride through the Golden Gate Estates. This area is about 30% Hispanic, composed mostly of Cubans and Colombians. And it's a beautiful country area with just great stuff. Listen to that turbo!
Woo!
That turbo whistle.
Like turbo.
Turbo whistle, man.
Turbo.
This is the Golden Gate Estates. It's a beautiful country area. I love it out here. One of the places I wish I could live, but budgets. It ain't within my budget. But let's take a ride. Well, very optimistic.
Yes.
We are kind of as far east as you can go in the Naples metropolitan area. I'm Golden Gate heading east right now. If we were to keep going, we're eventually going to hit DeSoto. Most lots are here about 2.5 acres, and there's skinny lots that are about 1.17. Some people have up to 5 acres. Most lots are about between the range of 1.7 acres, 1.17 acres to 2.5 acres. There's the skinny lots. Those are the long, skinny lots. And you have the ones that are about double that, which are 2.5 acres. You do have a 75-foot easement on the back, which means that the back 75 feet of your land can never be built on. The last little bit of your property, you're not allowed to put a shed or a home or anything in the last 75 feet. I think it was 25-foot setbacks on the sides, but I'm not sure about the sides. Why are there trees in the middle of the road? I'm not sure what the side setbacks were, but I do know that the back setbacks are 75 feet on most of these lots, which means that there's enough easement on the back of your property to where if the city wanted to, let's say, put a highway through your backyard, they could. They'd have to pay you for it. But for some reason, they left massive easements on the back of these roads, probably in case one day they want to put roads through here. There's always the boat.
No.
Honda.
Hondas aren't police cars usually.
Because they're not made in America. Yeah. I am speeding though. This truck is so easy to speed in.
I like this truck.
We're gonna get a lot of speeding tickets in this truck. And like people are actually like, man, I just wanted to hear that whistle on that turbo go. That's probably the wrong answer.
What's that?
They're building stuff out here. So here in this corner, there's new. This wasn't here last time.
That looks like a bank or a Starbucks.
Yeah.
I hope it's Starbucks.
That looks like a Walgreens. But they're actually building stuff now out here. You know, many years ago, there was nothing out here. They got rid of G's Corner Store, which was kind of like the only gas station out here. It's not there anymore.
Didn't they have like Hungry Howie's there or something?
Yeah, there was a Hungry Howie's. I guess, but the Hungry Howie's moved over to the other plaza.
And then they put some like dog spa in or something like that.
Yeah. So eventually, there will be more businesses out here. It's just been a matter of zoning. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna do this camera's moving. I like how it's facing like up. I want it to face more down, like that. There we go. This road's pretty bouncy right here. Not much I can do about that. Trying to give you guys the clearest, sharpest, stablest video, but this road's a little bumpy right through here. But most of these houses are newer. There's houses that go back to the 70s out here in the estates and 80s. Back then, this was really the boondocks, is what they used to call it. I mean, This was really, really far out.
I remember coming back here back then, and it was completely different.
It even had a bad reputation, to be honest, back then. It was like, you know, like the people that live here are like, oh no, it's never been bad. Yeah, if you lived in Naples, you're like, oh, these states, these hillbillies are lost in the woods. Oh no! Why would somebody go off there? To be out there with the bears and snakes? Oh no, I just can't do it. The people that live out here, they thought this was like the greatest thing in the world because they had so much privacy and everything. But the people in Naples were like, they don't realize they're out in the woods. And now the houses out here, I mean, crap, they're going for like $1 million if they're in the part of the estates on the east side of 75. They're into the millions now. And out here, they're building new houses. I think they're going like 400, around starting at about 400 nowadays. If you live out here, you'll see black bears on your property. Deer, Florida panther. I would love to go in the picayune like we used to, but I'm not gonna get this in the truck. We gotta go in the Yukon. There's no way I'm gonna get this truck that has 120 miles on it and drive it into the picayune.
Yeah.
But it is 4x4. It's tempting.
Yeah.
So we're on DeSoto now, and DeSoto is the last major road in the estates, heading north to south. We're now driving north on DeSoto. You can see there's a little bit of water on the side of the road. These areas are flooded. One of the contributing factors to home prices being expensive here, especially new construction, is that you have to build up the property because it is floodplains. After a good hurricane, this road will be about a foot underwater. I'm going to assume that because Everglades Boulevard was about almost 2 foot of water after Hurricane Wilma. I stayed out in the Golden Gate Estates for Wilma and for Irma as well. Irma didn't flood too much. Now Wilma, I stayed off on the north side of Everglades and it was about 2 feet of water. So you can see here how the water's almost adjacent to the road. So it's good to have a big jacked up truck if you live out here full time forever, because eventually you're gonna have a hurricane you want to get out. So I can't speak for Wilma. Wilma didn't seem to have that much flooding, did it? It did, but not Wilma, Irma. But I remember with Wilma, I don't know what happened out here in DeSoto, but I know for a fact Everglades, on the north side of Everglades, it was 2 feet of water, and that's normal. That's part of Florida. But the houses, they're usually built really nice and high, and that contributes to the price of the home. Most of the time, they're bringing that fill in from quarries because, you're not allowed to source that soil from your own property. So you got to bring it from a quarry. So, it's just the grade, the elevation grade on your property could be $30,000-$40,000 once it's all said and done for. And then in this county, you have to put up a new driveway. So if you're building a house, they're going to require a culvert and a driveway. If you're planning on building a house, what goes into it is impact fee for electrical. And you don't have an impact fee. An impact fee means that's how much the city or county charges you to hook into the electricity. And it's not that it costs them $22,000 to do it, but they might charge you, quote unquote $22,000. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just giving you an idea, and that varies from place to place, whatever. But the impact fee can be about $20,000, and it's not just the cost of hooking to the electricity physically. It's the cost of you're now on new property in the county, and they charge you a little extra, kind of as a you're getting established in the county. I don't know how impact fees work, but you have impact fees. That's one thing you need to look into. I've heard somewhere in the range of about $22,000 for some people. You have a well, you have to install a well and a well pump and a water softening system, and that can run you, I can't remember, I've never really had a quote for a well, but I want to assume, if I'm wrong, you could probably tell me what the right number is if you live out here. I'm going to guess $7,000 to $10,000 for a well drilling. I might be wrong on that. You guys tell me. I've heard maybe more. I don't know, but if you live out here, tell me how much it costs to put up a well, roughly. If you live out here, just tell us how much a well costs, and I'd appreciate it if you did that for us, because I'm not sure. I'm going to assume at least $7,000 to $10,000. You need a water softening system. A really good system could be between $3,500 to $5,000 to get it all set up, depending on what company and what type of filtration system you're going to use. I would definitely recommend the absolute best you can get, even if it's a little bit more. And just because it's expensive doesn't mean it's better. You know, do some research. But you need a well filtration system for the water. You got to raise the grade elevation, and that's through engineers. That's not cheap either. Your base elevation grade has to be what the county requires, and that's for flood zone regulations. It goes under that category. So if you look up flood zone regulations, you'll get some information on that. I'll be really careful. I don't want this guy. Is that a mini skid steer? I am dying to get my hands on one of those things. Love that little piece of equipment. What's he doing with it? I would love to buy one of those. He's got a little mini skid steer. I'm gonna take you guys on one of these roads before we end the video. As you can see, they're building a home right here, and you can see how they've had to bring in dirt and fill to start the home building process. You got to clear the lot, bring in some dirt, bring it to the right elevation. You can see there's heavy equipment there for that. You're gonna have your impact fees for your electrical. In some places you also have a water impact fee, but that's within city limits. If you're building out here in the States, you can put up your well. For the most part, I know Collier County requires a driveway and a culvert, and all these things have inspection. So that guy's got a yellow Ferrari in his car, and Lamborghini, I believe, in his driveway. That's pretty cool. There's a new house right here. There's a new home right there. Boom, 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 boom. Casa Nueva, Casa Nueva. That should be the name of a new development here in Naples. If somebody's building a new development, call it Casa Nueva. You can see that's a new home over there. They're building here. So on this street, they're just getting that one kind of figured out. As you can see, there's construction going on everywhere. Here's an empty lot being cleared again, and it's for sale. So I don't have a buyer for it yet. So as you can see, when you get into these streets, I mean, it's just house after house after house. This guy's got a Cuban flag on his driveway. This guy's got the 10 Commandments on his driveway. I love how people, whatever they believe in, they just put it outside. This guy believes in mango trees. I can vouch for that. He's got a bunch of mango trees. Senior, they got kids going to school. And people are dumb because they give you so much information. Like when they do stuff like that, they give you so much information about them. Like if it's a Trump thing, probably an old elderly person that lives by themselves or a couple. I mean, you know how much information you give robbers and people who are bad by putting whatever you believe in your front lawn? You know, like, I don't know. I would never want to put whatever I believe in on my front lawn. I would just tell people, hey, okay, that's what we're dealing with here. You know, if they got a Trump thing that lets you know they're an old couple or something. If they got a Cuban flag, there's too many people in the house to do a home invasion robbery in. So that's like a safety. Yeah, we can hit that one up. There are going to be more people in the house than there are hopping out the car. I don't know. I just don't like people when they do that. I just think it gives way too much information about you. House has a single car garage. That's the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Big house with a single car garage. And then they didn't put it next to the house. They put it like off to the side. But yeah, that's the Golden Gate Estates for you. I love how they have mango trees. Look at those mango trees inside a Key West style home. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me show you guys to the side here. You guys can get a side view. Oh, we're looking too far up though. You guys a side view here. You guys can kind of see what's going on in the street. So very nice area. When they first started building out here, water heater. By the way, in Collier County, just to give you guys an idea how complicated the building process and remodel process is. In this county, to install a water heater, you need an electrical inspection and a plumbing inspection. So there's 2 inspections for one water heater. It means you need a certified plumber and a certified electrician to legally swap out a water heater in this county. That should give you an idea of how complicated your permit process is if you're building a house, which in return reflects on the actual price of the home you're buying. So all that is stuff you need to consider, know, and understand before you make the investment of a lifetime in the Golden Gate Estates. I hope the information I'm giving you is useful and educational if you want to build a house out here. And if you're thinking about buying, Kay's going to go to school to get her real estate license eventually.
Yes.
If you need to buy quicker, my sister's a realtor. And if you email me, you can go to the About section on the video, and I can hook you up with my sister who's a realtor if you want to buy right away. And the other thing is, if you need consulting, if you're buying already and you don't trust your realtor, or you need help with the showing and you want somebody to go with you to showing just to get a second opinion, I can also do a consulting fee where I can go with you and look at the property just to give you my opinion as a local, which your realtor is not allowed to do that for you. So if you need a second opinion, whatever the crap you need, go to the About category on my YouTube channel. There's an email address there for us. Get at us and we'll help you. You help me, I help you. Mutual freaking benefit. That's it. I hope you guys liked the video, and we're off to our next destination.